So we're here today in Bolt Threads headquarters. This is the epicenter of our research and development efforts. This is where we take ideas of materials from nature and bring it all the way to kilograms of product in a lot of different formats. Fibers, solids, gels, whatever it is you want to make with a natural material, we can do it here. Today when you buy clothes, they come from generally, the fibers come from two sources. You either grow something out of the earth, like a cotton plant. On the other hand, you have petroleum-based polymers. These are your polyesters and your nylons, acrylic. These come from a barrel of oil that we use modern chemistry to make the fibers and then make those into the things you wear. Petroleum-based stuff effectively never degrades. Hundreds of years is our current best guess. Natural stuff is great. It biodegrades. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just we can't grow our way out of the problem. You can't make enough growing with those processes to support twice as many middle-class consumers on this planet. As a graduate student, I was working on spider silk. Spider silk's a protein. The part of making that protein and then being able to use it to spin fibers. It just so happens that my co-founder was at UC Berkeley trying to take spider silk and spin the protein into fibers and needed a source. And so together we made a pretty perfect team.
Our microsilk process starts out with us looking to nature, identifying spider silk proteins that make interesting products. We then take that protein, look at the DNA sequence that encodes the protein, order that DNA, and then insert it into yeast. We brew up that yeast, just like brewing beer, and the yeast, instead of making alcohol, they make spider silk protein, which we then separate out, purify, and turn into this powder. So this is all spider silk powder, which is the precursor to our microsilk fiber.
Silk, as you know it, comes in a couple of forms. Almost all the silk you buy comes from a moth. It's a worm that makes a cocoon and metamorphosizes. Spiders are pretty amazing, making 7 different kinds of silk. The one that we all know is called dragline silk. So the common example for how strong dragline silk is, if you look at it on a by weight basis, it's stronger than high tension steel. If you look at it on what you call a toughness basis, this is the energy you have to put in to break it, it's about 7 times tougher than Kevlar. When you look at your clothing today, the vast majority of it is all blends of some sort. You rarely find something that's 100% any one material, and we think that's true of us as well, right? There's a lot of reasons you want to add, give you an example, stretch. And so what we found ourselves doing very early on is experimenting with blends, more because we thought all of our downstream partners, all of our customers were going to want to do that as well. And we wanted to work out those processes and show it was possible. From a cost perspective, this is what we spend most of our time on. Bigger scales, lower cost, and make it more mass available. Because at the end of the day, making high-end product for luxury and premium segments is great. I think it gets the proof out there that this is a real technology and that this is something consumers can interact with. We'd love to make it more mass market available to people to allow the benefits in more and more apparel. 2019 is going to be a really big year for Bolt in terms of how much product you see with our materials is accessible to the world around us. And I think that's the touch point for people who've been following us, who are interested in this technology. It's a hard, deep science technology, but you're going to see more and more of it available, and that will continue in years to come. Not just microsilk, but some of the other stuff that we have going around here as well.
After we've made our microsilk powder, we then dissolve it into this honey-like liquid, which then we push through tiny holes very quickly, which ultimately turns into our microsilk fiber and yarn.